everyone, Zook here with Zook Stitch, and today is Saturday, May 14th, 2022. Welcome to my channel about cross stitch. I'm so glad that you are here spending part of your day or your evening with me. I really appreciate it. I got my hair cut last night after work, and she puts product in it, which is great. It always looks super cute when I leave, but then I went to sleep last night, and now it's wild. So I apologize for it being wild. But it's also fun. It feels really good to have it cut. My hair is really thin, but there's a lot of it. And so during springtime, it grows a lot. So quick recap of this week. It was graduation last Saturday, which went super well. It was so fun to see so many students that I've worked with. I've only been at this job just under 2 years, but it's been really great to see them graduate, and they were so excited. So that was fun. I'm officially now working from home during the summer until about mid-August. So that's a really nice kind of break from having to commute. You know, I have a little bit more time in my day from having to commute and pack my lunch and just all those things that go along with commuting. And most importantly, I get to wear comfy pants at home and be with the boys, of course. So this week was graduation and finishing up final grades for the semester and prepping for my summer class that starts Monday morning at 9 a.m. So that one is all virtual. So StitchCon should not get in the way of it. Very important. I am going to weekend A, by the way, for StitchCon, and we are at less than a month away. So I am getting very, very excited about that. Let's see, what else? Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the week. It's been busy. Can't believe it's mid-May already. I'm not sure how that happened. We have no Q&A from last week's video, so that is just fine. But if you ever have any questions, just let me know, and I'm happy to do my best to answer them anyway. So let's get into stitching. I have a finish this week. It's not the one you're thinking of, Candy, either, and I'll explain why. I know. So I have a finish. I finished Bayun Cat. I'm so happy. This is an Owl Forest embroidery piece. I got the kit. So this is the kit fabric. It's a 32 count something. I'm not sure what it is. And I used their, they give you all the floss. The floss is gorgeous. And it's variegated. I kind of hold it a little bit closer for you. That needle minder is going to come out. You also get the needle minder and a needle with it. But this is officially done. I worked on this 8 days this month to finish it up. In all, it took me 53 hours to stitch on this piece total. I started it June 11th in 2020 with Jan when we were supposed to go to StitchCon in 2020. But, there was a little thing called a global pandemic happening. So Jan and I started this together over Zoom, you know, the newfangled technology of Zoom at the time. And so we started this together. Jan finished hers a long while ago, but I just finished mine a couple nights ago. So I really love it. I did run out of this blue. You can see how much blue is in there. And by run out, I barely ran out. I think I had maybe 4 or 5 stitches that I was short of the blue. And so what I did, like I've said before, I'm not super frugal. Like I go until the thread no longer feels comfortable. I stitch until the thread no longer feels comfortable, and then I end it. So if I had been a little more frugal all along, I probably would be just fine. Of course I can't. Oh, okay, I found it. Okay. But I want to show you kind of what I have left over. So these are the threads that come with it. They come with these really neat bobbin. They're like a really sturdy cardstock bobbin tags, which is really nice. So you can see I have quite a bit left over of these other colors. And then the blue is the one that I ran out of. So what I did is I just went in my stash and I just, it was when I was doing the mice. Here, I can hold it up again for you. So when I was doing the mice at the very bottom that I was starting to think, oh, it's right in front of me. I was starting to think, I'm not sure I'm going to have enough. And so I went to my stash and tried to find a color that matched the blue. And you guys, I found almost an exact color match. So if you are worried about running out or if you want to stitch it again, what I used was Dungarees by Gas, Gentle Art Sampler Threads. It is almost an identical match. This is not as variegated as the kit floss that's quite variegated. But this absolutely, I just worked it in. You can't tell. I can't even remember where I put it in. So Dungarees, here, I'll hold that up for you. Dungarees by Gast is a really good substitute if you run out of floss or if you want to stitch it again or anything like that. Dungarees by Gast. Another really good substitution, which I didn't end up using, but you could have, is called Prairie Bluebonnet. This is a Victorian Motto Sampler Shop thread. Now, this isn't very variegated either. It actually matches my shirt quite well. And this is a little bit lighter. It'd be a little bit different. So I did end up using this one, but this would also look beautiful, especially if you just wanted the chart and not the whole kit. This is another close match, but Dungarees is a really, really good match. So we have another finish for May, which is my goal for Mania is to finish up as many pieces. I still haven't thought of a really great term for that yet. I think Jessie Marie is doing the same thing, and she calls it Finish It Up May, which works for me. If you can think of an M word that means finish, then it could be M word that means finish May. We could do that. Anyway, I'm thrilled. 53 hours. This also counted for my O in this month's acrostic for the Magazine Monthly Challenge, even though it isn't a magazine piece. O for Owl Forest Embroidery, and the acrostic is sound. All right, next up. Candy told me from the 614 Stitcher that I needed to stitch 24 hours a day to finish Mom's collection. So Mom's collection was next up. It is this piece, which is really cute. It's from the June 2021 Just Cross Stitch magazine. Okay, it's Darling. I stitched on it one night, and oh, it's still in the Q-snap. That's funny. Here's where I'm at. So I finished the dresser. I'm not happy with it. I'm gonna end it. Oh, that's where that needle-minder went. Okay. It's just, and you know, this is a really good point of trust yourself, not always the directions. It's on 25 count. The directions say 25 count, 2/2, which is fine. It's big, but that's what the instructions call for. It's just too big for me. Like, I was okay over here in the dresser, but then when I started in on her pant legs, like down here, you can see where it's a little darker down here is 3 strands and the rest is 2 strands. But even it looks better on camera than it looks in person. I started doing a 3rd strand over the top, and I was looking at it and I'm like, I don't even like that. So I think I'm going to end it. I'm going to put it away. I might restart it. And then I was thinking, well, I could restart it on like a 32 count. But I don't know that I love it enough right now to restart it even. So maybe someday I'll pull it back out. And, you know, honestly, knowing myself, again, trust yourself, right? I can fully see me finishing the stitching and then it just sitting in my drawer for years without fully finishing all these little pieces. Just kind of the point where I'm at right now, I can totally see that about myself. It's cute. I think it'd be darling. But I just don't think I'm going to do it right now. So I am calling it quits. I'm going to take it all apart. And I am going to take it off my WIP list. So it's not really a finish. It's a UFO, I guess, unfinished object, and it's going away. So not a finish, but one less WIP to worry about. And I feel really good. Like, as soon as I made that decision, I felt, okay, this is the right decision, because it was just like the sense of relief. And this is part of what I really like about doing this Finish It Up in May, is because a lot of these pieces that either I've been avoiding or just not getting to, either you start in earnest on trying to finish them up and you're like, I really love this. I don't know why I let it go so long. Like Bayou Cat is a really good example of that. It didn't really take me 2 years to finish that piece, right? It took me 53 hours. But I just kind of wasn't drawn to it when I thought about stitching it. But as I was stitching to it, it was really fun, and I love the final product. And then sometimes you realize, like, oh, this is why I've been avoiding it, like Mom's Collection. This is not a big piece. It should go pretty fast. It's cute. The finished project is cute and it's fun, but I've just not been happy. And I think a big part of that is the fabric. So someday I might restart it, but not right now. So that's why I like Finish It Up May. You kind of get a good sense. Oh, stuff fell down. You get a good sense of what you really love. Okay, the next piece that I worked on last night was Cat Alphabet, which is one of my Hades. This is charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. Artwork is by Irina Garmashova. This is what it will look like. I am up here. I'm going to try to find a picture. I'm going to try to start doing this on the Hades at least, to show you where I was on this piece last time. Look at the C, because that's what I worked on last night. So I'll put the picture, I'll try to put it over here. But this is, if you look in the C. Okay, so this is where I got to. I did a lot of fiddly work last night. This took me a little over 3 hours. It really doesn't look like much. It was a lot of, I would start up at the top of the C and fill in, whatever a color I needed to, and then I would go back up, start over again, and I just kind of kept doing that. I'm now at a point where when I pull this out next, there's going to be big blocks of color. So a lot of what's left in the C is blocks of color. So that will go faster. I got 242 stitches in last night in about 3 hours. It's a little fiddly. Not as fiddly as a stitching shelf is going to be, but next time I pull this out next month, I should get a lot more done, because it'll be a block of color over here. There's a big block of color over here as well. I think even in here. So, but this is fun. I have plans for this for next year, which, yes, I'm already planning for next year. Because I really want to work on these a lot more than one day a month. So I have a plan for that, which I'll be excited about. We'll be seeing it a little bit more next year than we are this year. Right now, I just work on this once a month and about 3 hours, and that's it. So it's making progress. It'll be fun at the end of the year to say, okay, I started here, and then where did I finish? So that's what I worked on. I also did, this isn't really like a WIP or anything, but I bought a couple of small pieces of Ada from 123 Stitch to do sample stitching on, to figure out what size I want for a stitching shelf that we're starting in August. I'm starting with Tina from Tina Stitches and Kim from Stitch and Stuff, and a lot of other people either are starting it or have already started it. So I struggle with fabric count when it's anything but 32 or 28. So I got a piece of 22 and a piece of 20, because 18 count is just going to be so big. But okay, so here's 22 count. Here's just my sample stitches. The top is 2/2. The bottom is, 2 threads over 1 on 22 count. And the bottom is 1/1. And the coverage of 1/1 is great. Like, that's just fine. But I don't like stitching with one thread. I really paid attention to, can I do it for the sake of this giant piece? I really don't like it. And these holes, to do it over one, for me, for full coverage for me, it just gets a little, I don't know what the word is. It gets really hard for me to see the holes, even 1/1 when it's kind of the small. Jan, I don't know how you do like 56 count. I really don't. Like, if I tried 56 count, I would just be guessing where my needle was going. And so then I tried, I got a piece of 22 count, and this is a lot better. Whoops, it doesn't matter. It's just, so this is a lot better. This is 2 threads over 1. So this, it'll either be 20 count, or I'm going to look again at 18 count. 18 count I know I can do. I just want to look at the size difference between if I chose 20 count versus 18 count. So I did do that the night I finished Bayou Cat. I just pulled these out and said, you know what, I'm just going to put in a few stitches and see what we come up with. So jury's still out. I just want to do some calculations to see how large it is. All right, so that's all the stitching. I have a little bit of haul, but I have a lot of stitchy kindness. Like, oh my gosh. Yeah, a lot of stitchy kindness. Okay, so my piece of haul, I got the issue 319 of World of Cross Stitch. I must have put it away already. I did a flip through. I got it last Saturday, and so I did a flip through on Sunday of it before I even showed it to you. But so that arrived. So if you are curious what's in the latest issue, you can go ahead and look at that on my channel. I uploaded 2 magazine flip-throughs last weekend, so you can take a look at those if you want. And then I got my 12 Days of Christmas Stocking Ornament Club. This is the 5th day of Christmas, 5 for May, 5 golden rings. It's super cute. Comes with the fabric. So I got this. This is from Crazy Annie's. And then I got a whole bunch of stitchy kindness. So first up, I got this really darling card. Isn't this cute? I love this card. I think it's so pretty. This is from Kim and Sarah from Stitch and Stuff. And I'll link their channel down below. If you haven't already watched them, watch them. Like, they are so fun. And it's like sitting and chatting with a couple of girlfriends. They're a mother and daughter duo. They're super fun. They put out recently, I think 2 weekends ago now, a video with Tina of Tina Stitches. So that was a really fun collaboration to watch. So they sent me this, and then this chart. I think I won this. Did I win it? I think I won it on their channel. It's called Puss. It is by Serendipity Designs by Carolyn Meacham. Isn't that a sweet little piece? This just reminded me of spring and a little black kitty. I love it. It's really tiny. It's really darling. It's 41 high by 47 wide. Like, it's going to be a super cute, sweet little piece. So thank you, ladies, so much. And thank you for your very kind words in your card. I love you both. All right, next up, I got a surprise from Anne. Anne, who has been, I don't know, you've been with me a long time, Anne. First of all, there's stuff inside. I'm going to try not to. I want to show you this beautiful card. Isn't that pretty? Brother Cadfill. I'm probably mispronouncing that. The photograph is by Clay Perry. I think it's so pretty. And then inside the card, she made this needle minder. Isn't that pretty? This would be a good needle minder for a stitching shelf because I think it has a lot of the similar colors. So I think I'm going to use it for a stitching shelf. I think it's really pretty. And then she gave me a needle threader, which I do use these. So thank you, Anne. And then she gave me, oh my gosh, I love these so much. These are they're like ephemera pieces of some flowers. This is, I can't tell if it's a hat or an apron, maybe. Really pretty. I mean, I just love these flowers. They're so pretty. I'm gonna start journaling, like a not really junk journal, but kind of like a junk journal So I'm going to definitely put these in my stash for that. And then look at this sweet, sweet little girl. If this was a cross stitch, I would definitely do that. And then she wrote the sweetest note and added some stickers in there as well. But that's not all. It's not all Anne sent. Okay, I'm just going to set these carefully over here so I don't lose anything. Okay, so she also sent me a bunch of charts, and she said, do with them what you will. So first, this is a whole kit. Cross Stitch Christmas. This is by Bernard. Look at those kitties. That's a whole kit, so it comes with everything you need. This is really cute. Really cute. Could get the kitties some stockings. I mean, they have stockings, but we could also cross stitch them. This is called Cuddly Kittens, designed by Diane Allaire. I think it's so cute. It's just a mess of kittens. Like, how can you not love that? So that will go in my stash. Then next up, we have Counted Cross Stitch Charts by Donna Vermillion. Christmas Cats Ornaments. Look how cute these, oh my God. My heart just melts. And I love how cats look at the ornaments. And look at that one, little sweetie sleeping on the package. These are just darling. So that will go in my stash. And then we have Welcome the Whole Year Through. This is a Leisure Arts leaflet. And so it says welcome the whole year through. And then has all these different little doodads that you can hang from it or hang on a tree if you have a seasonal tree. Look at those. I think those Halloween ones are super cute. They're not spooky. I don't like spooky Halloween. I like cute Halloween. Here's the Easter ones and the Christmas ones. So this is really cute. This is really, really cute. So thank you, Anne. And then she gave me a freebie. I'm going to flash it really quickly. This is Season of Luck. So it says, "'Tis the Season of Luck," by Duop Design. I'll just flash it real quick. It's a freebie. "'Tis the Season of Luck." And then she sent the 2019 Christmas Ornaments Just Cross Stitch magazine. Now, Anne, I do already have this one, so I will probably give this away on the channel at some point. But yeah, so this was all in her package. Complete surprise. Thank you so much. And I appreciate it. And I appreciate your friendship and your very kind words that you wrote in the card. So thank you. So that was from Anne. And then I got a late birthday gift came in the mail. Not in the mail. I went and picked it up from my friend last night after my haircut. It was one of those things where it was delayed for my birthday back in March, and then it came in, and then we just haven't gotten together since then. But I had to drop something off at my friend's house, so she gave it to me last night. And what it is it's a series of 4 charts. She bought them on Amazon. So you see it's the kitty in the garden, and it's the whole kit, and they come in these envelopes. So this is the spring one. This is the summer one. This is autumn. And this is the winter one with the kitty sleeping by the flower pot. So I love these. These are super, super cute patterns. I really love it. So, and it comes with 18 count Aida and the floss and everything in there, which I'm not sure if I'll use that for that or not, but we'll see. All right, next up, there's more Stitchy Kindness, is from Lynette in Australia. So Lynette, I mentioned her last week because she just started a Flosstube. She has her second video out. I'll link her down below as well. I haven't watched her second video yet, but I am gonna today. So she sent me a package. I think this was supposed to be a birthday gift. Well, wait, let me see if I put the card in here. Yes, okay. So let me start with the card. Have a perfect birthday. Look at this. This is cute. Isn't it cute? I mean, it's darling. And you could take that off and, use it. I don't know, hang it up somewhere. So really cute card. So she sent me this project bag with kitties on it. Do you see the kitties? The outlines. Here's a Jack, here's a Jack, here's a Simon, here's a Simon. Simon's kind of a gray tabby and Jack is all black. So she nailed that, this project bag. It's a really nice size. Here's the back of it. Got some cat hair on it already. That's from me, not from her. Well, it's not from me. I don't wear cat hair on purpose. My cats do. And then a cute little fishy for the cats to try to catch. Isn't that cute? And then really fun inside polka dot. So, quilted kitty cat project bag, which I love. Love, love. That's not all she sent. This was stocked full of goodies inside the project bag. So she made me this little Ort container. She stitched it, and then look at this. I don't know how she did it. This piece, she said, is from her pattern called Love Mono Heart. She has an Etsy shop, which I will link down below as well. Lynette, as a reminder, is the one who designed Carolyn and her cats for me. Isn't that pretty? Look at that variegated floss that you can do. And she sent me a beautiful Silks for You. This is PR 103 skein of floss. Look at that. I love the blues and purples. I'm not going to show this. She did send me the Love Mono Heart pattern. So I will link that down below in her shop, which you can get. Now this calls for DMC 310, just black, but you can do it with anything. I might even do it with the silk floss. I might choose like a pinky variegated to do it with. She obviously chose a variegated to stitch this part with. Really, really cute. So go ahead and check out her Etsy shop and see what you like there, because there's a lot of cute stuff. So she sent me that, and then she sent me this kit called Cat Family, designed by Marianne Savage. I think it's funny. It says made in USA, but Lynette lives in Australia, and so they made it and shipped it to Australia, and she bought it and then shipped it back to me. I think that's really darling. But look at this really cute kitty family, and it comes with everything that you need. And then you may have noticed I'm wearing something like Lynette. Whoops, I went the wrong way. Lynette. Here, let me take it off so you can actually see this. She knit me a shawl. Like, I don't know what I did to deserve you guys. Okay, so, oh, it's chilly. It's chilly now without the shawl on. Like, look at these colors. It's kind of like a purpley blue with like a navy blue and the cream. And I love it. It's so cozy. It feels like I'm wearing a hug. Can you see that? I mean, what a beautiful, beautiful gift that I will absolutely treasure. I love it so much. So she made this for me, and she sent this all to me for, I think she said it was for a birthday present. So thank you, Lynette. You all are so generous and sweet and good to me, and I don't even know what to do or what to say. Like, thank you just doesn't seem like enough. But please know that everything I truly appreciate Anne and Kim and Sarah and Lynette. I appreciate you all so much. So thank you. That's a lot of, it's not really haul, that's a lot of stitchy kindness this week. Okay, let's go into plans. So, plans that fell on the ground. We're going to take my foot and we're going to pull over our plans. We got it. Okay, so plans. Okay, so plans for this coming week. I'm going to work on my other Haid for one day. This is Cardinal Cottage. Artwork by Donna Gelsinger. This is what it will look like when it's done. I'm up here in the corner where it doesn't look like a whole lot is happening. I mean, we're getting there, right? Like, it's, here, if I put this up, this is on 18 count Ada. So you can kind of see where I'm at in that upper left-hand corner. It'll be really fun when I get to like the house and the cardinal and the mailbox, but got to do the background first, kids. So that is where I'm at. So this will serve as maybe our before picture. So I'm going to work on that for one night. I do use Pattern Keeper, and both of these heights that I'm actively working on right now are stitch on 18 count Ada with 2 threads. The piece I'm going to aim to finish is a piece from Jolly July, I think, that I started 2020, probably. This is called Looking Out, and it's by Floss and Fleece, and it's from the 2019 Just Cross Stitch Christmas Ornament magazine, and this is what it will look like. And I'm stitching this on 14 count Blizzard, Blue Blizzard Opalescent Ada. This is the called for, actually. And this is how far I am. So I have the window done. I have the trees. It looks like the trees are done. There's a little cardinal that goes on one of the branches. So really all I have to do is the Christmas tree. And I think I've allotted 2 or 3 days for this. I'm hoping to get it done in one. So that I can free up my time for other stitching. But that will be the aim to finish that up in the next week. And then the other piece I'm working on, now this is a piece I hope to finish this year. I will not finish it this month. This is Winter Friends Welcome. This is a Stony Creek. The little raccoon and a snowman and a little birdie. It's darling. And some of you who've been around for a while know I took out the words Welcome Friends and I just put in a bunch of trees. Let me show you the magazine, what it looks like. This is the same magazine that You Are L'Amazing is in. This is the summer 2020 issue of Stony Creek Cross Stitch Magazine. And let's take a look at where we're at on here. So, here's some extra little piece, good for an ornament. This is the same fabric. I think this is, I can't remember now. I didn't write it down. I'll tell you next week. This is the same fabric that I stitched L'Amazing on the other end, but I cut it down. Okay, so this is where we're at. So I have the raccoon, and his shirt is, I think, either all done or mostly done. His face is pretty well done. I have a little more done than I thought. So really, this is very doable to get it done this year. I was kind of worried because I didn't realize I had as much done on him. Like, the raccoon is almost finished. I mean, there's back stitching, of course, which I'll wait till the end. And then there's the branch up here with the bird, and then the snowman, which is going to be a whole bunch of white stitching. But so my goal for this week, I'm going to work on it 3 days, try to get 9 hours in. So this will not be a finish this month, I don't think, unless I get really close and decide, you know what, I'm just going to push for a finish on it. But my goal is not necessarily to finish it this month, just push it closer, and then I'll finish it before, it might be December before I get back to it, but it will be done this year. So I like that. That's a good one as well. So those are my plans for this week. Yeah, three projects I think that we'll be working on. So that should keep me out of trouble for a little while. And then announcements. So I will be working at Acorns next Saturday. That is the 21st. 14 plus 7 is 21. May 21st. May 21st, I will be working at Acorns and Threads. Our hours are 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. So if you are in the area and you want to come say hi, feel free to stop by. I'll be there then. But that also means that my video for that week will come on Sunday instead of Saturday. Another thing that I've been really remiss in mentioning, just because it keeps slipping my mind, which is not a good excuse, but Candy from the 614 Stitcher is doing, she started a hashtag for last year for May called hashtag Mental Health Care Sal. May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And so, Candy, you should really watch her channel. Every week, she gives us some information on various mental health ailments, how to cope, that type of thing. So it's very informative. While I'm not necessarily doing a very specific piece for mental health care Sal, I do follow that hashtag on Instagram. There's a lot of posts under that hashtag, so you can check it out. But for me, stitching is that piece of, like, I think about it a lot. I think, Candy, I think about it a lot. And I really appreciate you talking about it so openly. And this month in particular, you know, as I'm stitching, I find stitching very meditative for me. And I just, you know, that's what I need at the end of the day to kind of unwind and get that creative outlet. So, Candy, again, thank you so much for bringing this awareness and helping destigmatize talking about mental health. You know, for me personally, in the past, I have struggled with depression and anxiety and panic attacks. I have a great support system. I have a great and loving family and friend group. I have a great therapist. I'm on great meds, the whole thing. So I definitely have benefited from mental health awareness, certainly. So please just know that there are a lot of resources out there. Finances should not get in the way of you being able to get the help that you need, because we are all worthy and deserving of a happy life. So check out Candy's channel. She does a beautiful job of talking about it. And other than that, I will see you all next Sunday, remember. And I hope you have a wonderful week, and the countdown begins to StitchCon. Bye.